Okay, di sini, this is a recording on the incident that happened on 2 Sundays ago on your trip with Club Rainbow to the 7 heritage places in Singapore together with your brother. So what happened on that day?
So when we reached the meetup point, which is the MRT station exit B, we went to get ourselves registered. Then we sat right side and we chat and have play some games like scissors paper stone and heart attack. And then after that, my biological father came and he called Titi's name, and because Titi was afraid, so he went to my biological father, and because I was afraid that something would happen to him, so I followed my brother. And when I was there, my biological father was asking my brother some questions like how was he the day before and things like that. How fun was it yesterday? And then when one of the volunteers came, one of the volunteers saw my biological father talking to my brother, and so he asked if he was going with us, and then he said no. My father said no, but then the volunteer said that it was free and there was a few seats open. So because of that, my father also went with us to the heritage tour around Singapore.
In the first place, when this trip was organized, did the form say the parents were invited, or is there a minimum number of persons allowed for this trip?
There were only supposed to have 2-person maximum stated in the form, but then some of the families, even though the form said only 2 maximum for each beneficiary, which means 1 beneficiary and 1 sibling or caregiver. In the form, that's what it says, but some of the families, even though the maximum is only 2 person for each beneficiary, most of the families had 3 or even 4 members going. And when my father saw that, he also agreed to follow us around the tour.
Why did you not call your mother and your stepfather?
Let's just say that I didn't remember.
Now, during the trip, did you enjoy, or did you and your brother enjoy the whole trip together with your biological father?
No, I didn't, because when my father was there, my brother was not there to talk to me more often than he used. He wouldn't talk to me about things like the games on my phone and the games on the computer. When my father is there, my brother would be controlled by him. Almost everything my brother do has to be told to him, and if he allows, then my brother would continue to do that particular thing. If my father doesn't allow, my brother would just frown and just never say a word. If my father wasn't going, my brother and I would be sitting together and we would be talking a lot more things than we usually do because we are alone.
Now, what would it be any different if your mother and your stepfather were to attend this instead of your father? What do you think?
If they were to attend instead of my biological father, my brother and I would have a lot more fun around the tour. When my biological father follows us around, we won't dare to do much things when he doesn't allow, because if that happens, then when he will start to scold us, and if he's angry, if he is very angry, he will even beat us.
What other thing did he say to you during the trip? I mean, regarding some of the participants who he knows or he may not know that knows your mother and knows your stepfather.
When I told him that one of the participants were Mommy's friend, he said he thinks that she would call Mommy and tell him that he is actually here with us. So he actually wanted to warn her not to call Mommy or tell Sen Papa. But I managed to convince him not to warn her.
Now, if let's say example, if you happen to remember to make that call to the mother, your mother, and to me, okay, and we would make the trip, do you think he will come along?
No.
Why?
Because I know that he is afraid of Sen Papa, and yeah.
Now, knowing all this, it is very clear that if ever there's any trips where you and your brother come along and he's around, it will be a disaster. It will be a trip where everybody put on a long face, and at the end of the trip, the face will get even longer. Am I right?
Yeah.
So, at the end of the trip, how did the trip end?
The trip ended when we got off the bus at the drop-off point. We were supposed to cross the bridge before we reached the MRT station. Cross the bridge. So instead of following us to cross the bridge, he went the other way and went somewhere else because he was afraid that Sen Papa and Mommy would already be waiting at the MRT station. He
Why?
was afraid that if Mommy and Sen Papa were to see us with him, he would I have no idea what will happen, but yeah, because he is afraid of Sen Papa.
Why do you think he's so afraid of your stepfather? Why do you think he's so afraid of your stepfather?
Don't know, but maybe because of the study make you look, yes?
Isn't he a man like your stepfather?
No.
He's not a man.
He is a man, but he's not. How do I say this? He is a man, but his actions are more like a woman, I guess.
Now, what made you say that?
Examples is that if he was a man, he would not be afraid to tell Sen Papa and Mommy that he wants to take me out on the 28th of June, which is the last day of our holiday. He would if he was not afraid and he is a man like Sen Papa, then he would have followed us back to the MRT station on Sunday, and he would have waited for Sen Papa and Mommy to come over and tell them personally, and he would also not hide that he told me to save some money and bring money on the 28th of June to so that he can spend the money that I brought because he is broke.
Okay, from this, correct me if I'm wrong. Now he wants to take you out on the 28th of June.
Yeah, and he didn't wanted me to tell Papa and Mommy.
And he doesn't want us to know. Now
He said that he would tell you when the time is right, which is like maybe on 27th.
Now the next question is, upon hearing that he told you to save some money so that they can use when they go out. Now, do you think that this is the action of an adult? Now, he is your biological father. He's a working adult and you are not. Now, does your stepfather ever ask you to bring money? Come, we go Pizza Hut and you belanja and you pay money? Ever?
Yes, but that is a joke.
But have you ever paid money for him?
No.
Why?
Because I know that my stepfather will pay everything.
And your this biological father actually asked, dare to open his mouth and ask you to prepare and save money on the Sunday's trip where he's going to take you out.
Yeah.
Now, you being a child, now ask yourself and answer to your best knowledge. Do you think this is the right thing to do?
Definitely not, because adults work to get their salary and spend them on whatever they want, but children the most they can do is save up the money that they have if they have extra and keep them for their education or when they grow up.
So am I wrong to say that now what we gather is that what your father requests of you is totally wrong? Because he being your father, he wants to take you out, he should pay for everything that is being spent, including meals and transport. Am I right?
Yes. No, wait, no.
Why no?
Wait, what? What was the question again?
The question is, do you think it is wrong for him as an adult
Yes.
to ask you to save money, to pay for everything instead of he paying for your meals, your outings, your movie, your transport, your MRT fare, and etc. etc.
Yes.
Okay? So it is very clear that your father is trying to make a fool out of you because he knows that you are afraid of him also, which is the truth. Am I right?
Yes, but actually my younger brother is a little bit more afraid.
But you are still afraid.
Yeah.
So fear is what he built around and he uses to discipline children. Fear. So do you think children will grow up well under this kind of way of disciplining?
No.
Do you experience fear factor from your stepfather?
Yes.
In what sense?
Physical. He beat me.
Your stepfather, not your
No.
biological father.
No. Then no.
So what your stepfather give you fear factor for?
To improve, like my studies.
He tells you that if you don't do well, you'll become a toilet washerwoman.
Yeah.
But when you get in trouble in school, what your stepfather tell you?
Step up.
What's your biological father tell you when you get in trouble in school? What he do?
Step up.
No. When you get in trouble in school, when the school call him say you get in trouble, and your biological father hear about it, what he do to you?
Oh, he scolded me without even knowing what happened.
Okay. Now, what did your stepfather do instead?
He stood up for me and helped me.
And he also knocked your head also for making the stupid mistake.
No.
No, he knocked your head literally.